The family of an RCMP officer shot in the head near Edmonton over the weekend has said its final goodbyes. 42-year-old Constable David Wynn has been in hospital since he was gunned down early Saturday and is not expected to survive. He was investigating a stolen truck at a casino. The husband and father of 3 once worked as a paramedic before becoming a Mountie. Another officer was shot in the arm. The gunman was found dead not far from the scene and had an extensive criminal history dating back to the mid-1990s. The family of the fallen Mountie is grateful for all the support they've received.
Okay. We'd also like to thank the medical teams at both the Royal Alexandra Hospital and the University Hospital for their professional, loving, compassionate care of my little brother. And also the community of St. Albert and the support and the love that we feel from Canada.
The man convicted in the first-degree murder and dismemberment of a Chinese student is appealing his sentence. Luka Magnotta wants a new trial in Montreal. Documents filed by his lawyer suggest errors were made in the case before a jury convicted him of first-degree murder just before Christmas. A hearing is set for February 18th. Another tenant can't seem to make it in downtown Vancouver's high-priced shopping district. Chapters on Robson and Howe Street has decided to shut its doors. The store is set to close at the end of June. Indigo Books says a significant rent increase is making it difficult for the company to turn a profit at the location. It will open another store somewhere else in the Metro Vancouver area later this year. The Granville and Broadway location will not be affected.
There's a shortage of big space like this in Vancouver, and in my mind this is probably one of the best retail corners of Vancouver. So while it will certainly cost the landlord some money to do it, I don't think they'll have an issue with replacing it. In fact, they may have something in mind already.
I come here for even my lunch breaks. You know, I grab something from one of the carts here and then come in and check out some of the new books. So it's quite disappointing.
I feel like more of us are leaning towards online shopping and like online businesses versus in stores. But still, I'm going to miss this place as a classic store that everybody would want to go into and enjoy a good book.
You better be honest about how long you've been in the States the next time you cross back into Canada. Changes at the border now allow the two governments, the U.S. and Canada, to share information about when you enter and exit the country. Greg Harper joins us live from the Peace Arch border crossing with more. Greg.
Good morning, Jody. It's called the Entry-Exit Initiative, and it's actually been in place for several months now. It was quietly put in place, and it's something that probably many British Columbians aren't aware of, and something you should definitely know about. So the change here, now customs officers in both countries will know how long a Canadian has been in the U.S. or how long an American has been in Canada. Before, officials in both countries could only track entry dates, but now when a customs officer scans your passport, they will have the information about when you entered the country and when you exited the country as well. So the positive here, it's better security, but there will be those, of course, that aren't happy with this.
What is the downside of it? Yes, there's a certain lack of privacy and some concerns as to what that other government would do with the information that's provided. Does it comply with our laws or just their laws or both?
So for those who make quick trips to the U.S., this probably won't have much of an impact. But if you are someone that travels to the U.S. on a regular basis, stays in the U.S. for months at a time, better make sure your information is accurate because now if you do stay in the U.S. for too long, it could mean you pay higher taxes, could even mean you lose your health care. So information needs to be accurate, that's for sure. Jody?
All right, thanks so much. Greg Harper reporting live for us from the Peace Arch this morning. 6:35, let's talk a little bit of sports here. It is Seahawks fever on both sides of the border as fans gear up for Seattle's second straight Super Bowl appearance.
I got Sherman all sizes, Lynch all sizes, and that's about it.
Retailers are reaping the rewards of Seattle's dramatic come-from-behind win Sunday. Seahawks merchandise is already a top seller and has picked up pace by outselling all other sports teams. Van City Sports has reordered T-shirts. The owner doesn't expect much else to be left next week ahead of Super Bowl Sunday on February 1st.
Second repeat, you want even more sweeter either win, because it's not going to be like 10 years. No other team have been won repeat except the New England Patriots.